Some scientists have been studying the question of which characteristics are important in a partner to have a long and lasting relationship with him or her. If your better half has the following 9 traits, then you've hit the jackpot and should never let him or her go. If you like our videos, feel free to support us with a thumbs up, subscribe to Psychology in Mind, activate the little bell, and get ready for the videos we upload for you every day. Number 1. Emotional intelligence. The term emotional intelligence was first used by psychologists in 1990. It means that the person is able to perceive, classify, and deal with emotions correctly. This includes both one's own emotions and those of other people. Emotional intelligence means not only being able to talk well about one's own feelings, but also having the ability to empathize with the other person. A high degree of empathy is characteristic of emotional intelligence. People with this trait are characterized by their openness and their confident handling of their feelings. Emotional intelligence is especially important in relationships because it helps to master many emotionally difficult situations. So emotional intelligence is an important factor if you want to have a secure and long-lasting relationship. Number 2. Helping and supportive attitude. Another important question is whether your partner is fundamentally supportive, encouraging, and building you up. Especially in difficult times, you need someone you can rely on and who will help you when things are going badly. This gives you a feeling of security and belonging. It also helps about whether your partner encourages you in your wishes, dreams, and ideas. A supportive attitude is shown by the fact that your partner encourages you in your plans and helps you. See how your partner makes you feel. If you feel fundamentally safe, accepted, and in good hands, that is a very good sign. In a relationship, when both of you have a supportive attitude towards each other, even difficult tasks in life are easier to solve and overcome. Number 3. Kindness and generosity. Generosity and kindness are very crucial points when it comes to a long-term relationship. It is difficult to impossible to build a warm relationship based on trust with stingy or constantly unkind people. If, on the other hand, your partner is generally generous, benevolent, and friendly, these are very good signs for a lasting relationship. Therefore, you should ask yourself whether your partner is more inclined to stinginess and resentment or kindness and generosity. A mild and positive basic attitude towards the other person is an important cornerstone for a functioning relationship. Number 4. Understanding each other. This point is closely related to the empathy just described. Understanding here does not just mean grasping what the other person is saying. It is about understanding the inner emotional world of the partner, i.e., being able to empathize with how a certain situation feels for the other person. This ability is a very decisive factor when it comes to satisfaction in longer relationships. This creates emotional closeness and trust, which are an important basis for a good partnership. Number 5. The same basic values. If you want your relationship to work well in the long term, it is advisable for you to share the same basic values. This is not about things like music or fashion taste. It doesn't really matter if you have different opinions. What is important are the basic values, i.e., your views on topics such as religion, marriage, family, or the desire to have children. But it is also about questions about the financial future and ideas about living together later in general. If you disagree on many of these issues, you need to be willing to compromise. In the long run, this can lead to difficulties in the relationship. Number 6. Respectful behavior. If you want to build a solid relationship with someone, respectful behavior is another crucial point. If one partner shows little or no respect for the other, this will have fatal consequences for the relationship in the long run. The psychological effects on the disrespected partner can also be enormous. If, on the other hand, the partners show respect and regard for each other in their behavior, both have enough room to develop and grow personally. Respectful behavior shows itself in many ways, such as a calm and loving way of communicating. That is, a respectful partner shows his or her respect by listening to you attentively and sympathetically, not interrupting you, and trying to really understand what you are saying. Respect is also expressed by your partner taking your needs seriously and responding to them. Basic fairness and mutual respect characterize a respectful relationship. Number 7, willingness to compromise. It is also very important that your partner has the ability to compromise. Otherwise, the other person would only insist on what suits his or her will. In the long run, this can lead to an imbalance in the relationship. Willingness to compromise, on the other hand, means that you can deal with your partner at eye level. This is how you find middle ground that is okay for both parties. When both partners are willing to compromise and listen to each other's wants and needs, it leads to more happiness and satisfaction in the relationship. Number 8, mistakes are accepted. It is very important that your partner accepts your not-so-good sides. All people have faults, and there is nothing bad about them at all. For mutual happiness in a partnership, it is crucial that you take the other person as he or she is and do not try to change him or her. The mistakes of the other person are accepted without resentment or irritation. This gives the other person more self-confidence, feels accepted and accepted. Everyone wants a partner who loves him or her the way he or she is. Therefore, this point is extremely important for a good and fulfilling partnership. Moreover, in relationships where both partners accept each other's faults, there is less cause for quarrels and reproaches. Number 9, support in personality development. This means that your partner supports you in fully developing your personal potential. On the one hand, this means personal development, i.e., the ability to admit one's own mistakes and to stand by who one really is. On the other hand, this point also means the general support of the partner in the development of personal potential. This means that the partner helps you and supports you. For example, when you look for a new hobby or get enthusiastic about something new. This allows both partners to continually expand their horizons, so that boredom and daily grind do not arise in the relationship so quickly. New impulses, ideas, and activities are very important to make both partners happy in the long run. Today's conclusion: it is important to feel good in a partnership. The new characteristics just described are extremely helpful for this, but you can also talk about a lot of things with your partner and get a grip on them with enough willingness to compromise and respect on both sides. If you have met someone who possesses these qualities, you have the best chance to have a long and happy relationship.
Thanks for watching. Did you find this information helpful? Do you have experience with it? We would love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and let us know your thoughts. For more resources about mental health, self-improvement, and psychology, visit our website. You'll find the link in the video description where you can also connect with us on social media and sign up for our email list. Take care of yourself and have a beautiful day.